Stephanie, what's going on in that town right now?
Dr. Drew, a much different scene out here tonight than what we saw last night. I just want to show you. I'll move out the shot so you can see here. That bus brought in about 50 or so members of the National Guard, and they are armed, and they are out here on West Florissant. This is where we were last night as well, and it was completely different. There was mayhem. There was chaos. For a while there, for a good 30 minutes while we were out here last night,
Stephanie?
it didn't seem like there was any law enforcement where we were. They were here,
Stephanie,
and they left. Yes.
Should the National Guard have been called out sooner? Where were they last night?
That is the question that everyone would like to know the answer to, Dr. Drew. There was really a time here where it felt like it was just a lack of control on any side. And they're out here early tonight, and the street is closed off. You can't drive down it other than just police cruisers that we see going down it. So a very different scene out here where you saw businesses burning last night. You saw vandalism. You saw looting last night. There was no one really controlling the scene for a good part of the time that we were here. And Dr. Drew, I was out here all night last night, and it took a few hours until things calmed down.
And Stephanie, what is the narrative on the ground there? When you talk to some of the members of the community, are they hopeful? Do they feel defeated?
Defeated wouldn't be the word, but people are disappointed. You know, people have lived here. They're from here. These are businesses. These are jobs that were attacked in their own community. So people are disappointed about this on one end, but they're also really disappointed that Officer Darren Wilson did not face charges, that he wasn't at least going to go to trial for the death of Mike Brown. So there is a feeling here that many lives in this community, that young black men don't matter. And there was a lot of anger about that. And I talked to some people out here last night who expressed that sentiment. So there's fatigue in multiple levels here, but it definitely, as far as security, it feels very different out here tonight.
Evie, does this seem plausible to you, number one? And number two, I heard that as that whole situation unfolded, he eventually continued shooting until Mr. Brown was 8 feet away, and the shell canisters corroborate that distance. Does this all seem truthful to you?
Yes, it does. And it actually, it's basically what we've been hearing from the beginning, and the scenario that I've been, discussing with you all as far as the use of force policy. Somebody does not necessarily have to have a weapon in their hand for you to use deadly force. And then, so if the threat's coming at you at a distance 35 feet, if somebody's charging at you, within seconds they can close that distance. And the danger zone for an officer is 7 feet. Most shootouts actually take place within the 7 to 9 foot range. So that is a deadly area. You don't want to close that distance. Police officers, they're not trained to get into hand-to-hand combat with you. Not on that level. He's already been struck in the face, as he stated. He's already had the individual go for his weapon. All right, he's shot, rounds in the car. So you have all these scenarios. Plus, this individual is wanted for a strong armed robbery. All these collectively together lead you to believe that you are in imminent danger. Again, Michael Brown was also a very large individual as well. So he has to stop and think, can I fight this man? If we fight, am I going to lose? Am I going to win? If I lose, not only do I go down, he could take my gun and he could kill me.